Hello, my friends. I'm Rich Larson, and I'm the IRC Tire Guy. Today, we are here in Johnson Valley, California for round one, the AMA Hard Enduro Series, and we got my boy, Anson Maloney here. Now, if you guys remember, Anson schooled me on some turn track. We did a 3-part series that you guys can check out right here. It was a lot of fun. It was humbling, and now the tables have turned.
That's it.
I'm here to work you, son. Anson is doing the Hard Enduro Series on a 4-stroke. US Hard Enduro has came out with a 4-stroke class, and Anson's like, I'm gonna do it because he's a savage, plain and simple. How you feeling, big dog?
I'm excited, man. I'm nervous. You know, I'm stoked to be a part of it. I'm stoked to be able to kind of hopefully innovate a little bit with the 4-strokes.
Yeah.
Show people that you don't have to be on a 300. You don't have to be on a 2-stroke. We can do this on a 4-stroke. You don't have to be 6 foot tall, right? I'm like 5', 6.5" on a good day. So we're just trying to, you know, open up some eyes and show people that, hey, anybody can come out here and have some fun on some rocks.
Dude, I love it. We've already talked a little bit about your height. That's a great place to start. And what we're gonna see today is, what we're gonna work on is some real technical sections, the slow, close quarter stuff. We're not talking about the big ledges or anything like that. Where the race is won and lost is in those slow, close quarter sections where we're just trying to keep momentum. And I'll tell you what, you're at a disadvantage being 5'6" and a half, maybe.
5.5 on a good day.
On a good day. If we stretch you out, you're there. So that's gonna be a big piece of what we're doing. We talked a little bit about sag, and Anson right now has his like moto setup. I mean, obviously this whole hard enduro thing kind of came up quick for you, right?
Yeah. We really only decided that we were doing it like middle of November-ish or something like that. So I was hoping to have more time, but what are we, like middle of January now? we're in it.
That's
so we're jumping in 100.
It always happens that way. But one thing we were talking about is adding a little bit of sag. I know a lot of the top dudes who are on the shorter side. One that comes to mind is Mario Roman. He's like been known to run like 120 sag. So we might add a little bit of sag to that. But that being said, I want to get into the specifics of techniques and the work that we can do to maybe give you a little bit of an advantage out there tomorrow and the next day when we're racing.
Heck yeah, I'm all for it.
Should we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right, so Anson, we are gonna start out right away. Like I said, in close quarter situations, we've got a nasty little side hill slash loose rock slash climb here. There's gonna be some switchbacks. There's gonna be some work that needs to be done. I'm not gonna give you any tips. I'm just saying, get into it and do your best.
Sounds good.
And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm mic'd up. I'm gonna be talking about you the whole way, so don't worry.
I'm mic'd up. All you're gonna hear is a lot of heavy breathing.
Okay, so what we can see here is right away, right at the top there, kind of a gnarly little spot. I'm gonna go ahead and bet he got through it quicker than he expected. He got up that really fast, really clean, to be honest. Great form coming through, but right at the top, he kind of got a little bit caught and tried to get going again. And often what we see is riders rush into that movement. They want to hurry into continuing forward, where maybe taking 1 extra second to set up, look at your surroundings, give yourself the highest advantage, taking that 1 extra second ends up saving you 5 in the long run, right? So that's a big one. Honestly, that was pretty dang impressive. He did pretty great going up that. I like the form that we saw. And I think what I'll actually do is just kind of break it down for him slow as I work it up, and he can kind of watch and maybe reassess and go at it again. What are we feeling, Anson?
Woo!
Bro, that was really good.
It went good.
As I said, I'm like, I think he didn't think it was gonna go that good.
No,
You got it pretty clean.
Yeah, it hooked good. I messed up, but I was able to kind of get some weight on the rear end, just kind of tractor up that last bit.
And that was that last bit that I was talking about. The biggest thing that I saw was your setup and approach on that last bit. Everything went really good. What we see more than anything in situations like that, and even here, we have a little bit of pressure, the camera, all of that.
Yeah.
You got through it quick, but right at the top there, you rushed into trying to move.
Right.
And I always say, take 1 extra second to set your bike up, maybe pull it back a little, find out where the hole that's kind of stopping you from moving is.
Yeah.
Reset for 1 second, it saves you 5 seconds.
I totally see it, right? Because I messed up, I made it good, we were rocking, But then from where I messed up to the top, I struggled for that reason, right? Because I bobbled, and then I just kind of was like trying to keep going where I should have probably just, okay, stop, hook some traction, try to figure out how to get going straight again. And
So one thing I'll say, and I'm just gonna kind of talk through it, is when let's just say we're setting up for this one here, Anson.
Yep.
Right off the bat, like, you did a good job pressing on the outside peg. We have a little bit of an off camber here, right? So you're pressing on that outside peg. One thing that I would always say is try and run your front tire a little bit higher.
Okay.
Right? So if we're on something like this, it is slightly off camber here. If you run your front tire straight, your rear tire will always track below. And you did a pretty dang good job of it, but always just having that in mind of like pressing on that outside peg on the off camber and running the front tire on this side of the actual track.
Okay.
The whole way up. So good setup, lug, front tire high, pressing. Look at where my front tire is here. It's up here, the trail's here.
Right.
My front tire's there. You did a pretty dang good job of it. I can see you're kind of in and out.
Yeah.
But honestly, that was pretty solid. But keeping that in your mind the whole race, that's gonna be the entire race.
Yeah, that wasn't something I even thought of. It was, I guess, just luck.
And just making sure that that is in your head is gonna be so, so important.
Right.
Like pressing on that outside peg, hanging that bike down the downhill side, leaning the bike out so we can get all of the center knob is gonna make all the difference when you're tracking through stuff. And again, front tire above because the rear tire always tracks below the front tire. So here, again, this is like that extra second thing. I take an extra second, I see a little bit of a ledge here. I pull back on top of that ledge just to give me that much more momentum. I set up, front tire high, and work it over. Every time I'm trying to make these moves, I'm just keeping my front tire above everything as best that I can.
Right.
And then holding that traction through, right? So then the next thing that I noticed, as you fall into a position where you're seated, one of the big things that we see all hard enduro riders do, when they get into those close quarter sections and it's gnarly, you have to sit to find that traction, learning how to hold a wheelie the entire time, which is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Because you're 5'6", I understand. But getting to here, holding that front end up, and that's how we get momentum. You guys can see there, I'm lugging through something that's very loose, very slick, very gnarly, but because where's all my weight? It's on the rear tire.
Right.
Sometimes catching a little bit of a wheelie and then getting that momentum like that. Do you see how I started in a wheelie and drove into it?
Right.
You can start with your front tire into the air and just the gravity drop of your front tire will give you, yes, a little bit of momentum to get through.
So much fun.
Yes, Anson. Look at this guy right there. Perfect. Whoop. Oh boy!
Oh, gotta love the recluse.
That's the one problem. Rear tire always tracks below front tire.
Yeah.
So going back to those close quarter situations we were talking about, these are the types of sections that you can save a lot of time in or lose a lot of time in. So there's two things I want to talk about here. The first one is, if we can keep our front tire high, we can use the drop of the front tire, the gravity of the dropping front tire to find momentum.
Get you rolling.
So what I would actually do here is, as I set up, I would set it up here. So now my front tire is up and I can use the gravity of my front tire to find a little bit of momentum through here, run it deep. Now, this is the next thing that I see everybody make mistakes in. They'll run their bike, they'll aim with their front tire. And I always say in hard enduro, you need to aim with your rear tire. But if I aim with my front, my rear tire's below. It's gonna be twice as hard to get the bike up than it is to go down, right? aim with your rear tire. So what I need is for my rear tire to get to the trail.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of stopping with my front tire there and my rear tire being here, I'm gonna go all the way.
Right.
Run it deep, run it deep. The deeper you can run your bike, the better off you're gonna be. It's much easier to drop into the trail than it is to get up out of the trail, right? So again, my front tire is high here. I'm set up, my front tire is high. I'm gonna lean back, I'm gonna be pressing through the outside peg, dropping my outside heel, holding my hips back, and hopefully tracking to the top of the trail with my rear tire, not my front tire. So here we go, same thing. I'm always trying to kind of hold that wheelie, slipping a little with the clutch. Boom. Now I'm in the trail.
Yeah.
See, if I would have stopped with my front tire there, I'd be down below, right?
Yep.
So now I'm set in a good place. Boom, I take that extra second to find momentum, find traction, find control. We're up.
Love
That
it.
makes sense?
Yep, 100%.
Good start. So,
100%.
same thing here. Aim with your rear all the way.
So we're trying to aim for that crack pretty much.
Front tire's up here, rear tire is in the actual trail. Good position, hips back, hard press on your right peg. Oh, we were so close. This time, do the exact same thing, but keep the pressure on your peg and almost keep your butt off the seat for an extra second.
Okay.
Until you get to there, and then we can drop to the seat
Drop
and
into it.
find that safety with both legs.
Sam.
Nice, Anson. What a save. What a save.
A dang recluse slipping backwards
Okay,
again.
definitely ran it deep.
Yeah.
So that was good. Yeah, dude. Beautiful job. So right there, Anson, I would even go to here. Well, you're in an okay position.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So then same kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe not. Hey-oh! Nice job, dude. Good job, Anson. That is a huge piece of, first off, why most riders ride two strokes, because they run a little bit cooler, they lug a little bit better, they don't cough and die so much. I mean, obviously this is going to be a challenge for anybody on a four-stroke. Anson's the man to do it. Here's the thing that I have to say. Understanding that Anson is going so far outside of his comfort zone right now. I mean, am I right?
Huh?
How far out of our comfort zone are we?
Oh, dude. This is not my thing.
This is the main thing. This is about going outside of your comfort zones, right? So first off, I mean, what's your bread and butter racing, Anson?
ISD, cross country,
Okay.
some regular style enduro.
Okay, let's say regular style enduro, let's say cross country. You know how many cross countries I've done?
5. None.
Because we like to stay in our comfort zone, right?
That's it.
So already, you're doing something better than me, because we all know Anson can absolutely smoke me on the sand track. I mean, that was the most humbling experience of my life. But here we are in hard enduro. You're already here grinding. Where am I?
Hey,
I need to sign up for
we're
cross
getting you.
country and line up with you.
Let's do it. We'll get you to a cross country.
So truly, the thing is, man, I'm just so stoked that you're out here outside of your comfort zone. Promoting hard enduro, you know, we got to build all of the industry, all of the sport, and you're doing a killer job, Anson. That was a lot of fun, dude.
Heck yeah, man, I appreciate that, because it's, like you say, it's the little things that they're not in my head yet, right?
Yeah.
Like I can do some of them and I do them, but if I think about them, I can do them every time instead of 50% of the time.
100%, And I think that's gonna be a big thing for your race approach. It's just like, take those extra seconds because it's gonna save you 5.
Yeah.
If you're trying to rush and hurry, you might end up in a situation where you're just spinning your tire. Maybe you get out of 1 or 10 with luck,
Yep.
but there's gonna be, over the course of the race, 1,000 of them.
Wasting energy.
So take 1 extra second and set yourself up. Look below you, find the advantages. Keep your front tire high, weight your outside peg, press harder. Just try to make sure that you're giving yourself every single advantage that you can find. Run your bike deep. Find that little ledge that we can start on to find momentum.
Right.
Those little things end up saving you so much time in the long run. Dude, that was a lot of fun, Anson. You're the man, dude. I'm excited to watch your race.
Well, it's gonna be a good one. I'm pumped to be here, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, Anson, dude, I am very excited to watch your race. I'm wishing you luck. I hope the tips help. And yeah, man, we're gonna feed you guys some race clips here so you get to see how Anson does. And if you guys are enjoying this stuff and you want more, let us know in the comments. It's been a lot of fun working with Anson. I think we're gonna have a lot more hard enduro specific and maybe some turn track specific. Like I said, this guy smokes me every single time and I need some work there. We've got a lot of rad stuff coming from the channel. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at IRC Moto, my personal Instagram page at RichLarson511. Follow Anson Maloney on Instagram. What is it?
Anson169Q.
Anson169Q. Make sure to follow him. And yeah, guys, until next time, keep shredding.